Hi, I'm Tom Bedell. I'm the owner of the Breedlove Guitar Company. It was 25 years ago that Larry Breedlove first founded the company, and a few years later he was joined by his brother Kim. Both of them are well noted for their incredible design and their eye for the way an instrument looks and feels and sounds, and I'd like to describe those features to you. You see, the goal of the Breedlove brothers was not to build an instrument based on decade-old design technology, not just to look at mahogany and rosewood as the back and side woods and spruce as the top, but what are the different variations and pairings of wood and build construction that could give us distinctively crafted sounds. This guitar in particular is the Breedlove Concert. It's the most popular body shape for Breedlove, and Breedlove is most known for its fingerstyle playing. So this is a 1 3/4 inch nut width, but you'll notice that the neck has a very thin profile to it. So it makes it really comfortable to play fingerstyle. It doesn't have that thick meaty back to put your wrist around. You'll also notice our asymmetrical headstock. Some people think, well, we were just trying to be artsy. Not at all. The purpose of this headstock is so that all the strings will be aligned straight going to that nut, and so that we'll have the equal amount of tension on each of the strings, making it easier to play and giving us better balance. Breedlove is famous for the balance that we get between our trebles, our mids, and our low notes. Usually when you pick up a guitar, you'll find that it either extenuates the highs or the lows or the mid. And our goal is to have every note have the same balance between or among the different strings in tone and in volume. How do we get there? Well, we graduate the top here. If you take a bass note and it's moving with much less energy, and then you take a treble note and it's moving much faster, it's got a lot more energy. So we actually make the treble side of this guitar a little bit thicker than we do the bass side. And together that helps balance out the tone. The other thing we do on this guitar is we have what's called the Breedlove bridge truss system. It's got a dowel that comes from the end pin, and it has a little piece of wood that joins it that pushes down on the back of this bridge. What that does is it relieves some of the pressure that the strings are causing, because from the nut to the saddle on a typical guitar can be 180 up to 200, depending upon your gauge of strings, a pull. What this does is it lessens that, and it allows that top to move much more. So for example, if you took a 220 hertz sound, and that's all you heard was just that one frequency, your ear would hear an alarm clock. It would be shrill, it would be unpleasant. But when you hear a note develop, you can feel it swell, and you can feel it kind of get more warm, and that's as it is being the overtones that come out of the guitar. Additionally, what this bridge truss allows us to do is to build an instrument out of redwood. This is a sunken redwood top. Redwood's very soft. Most companies can't use redwood because to get the strength that they would need for the guitar integrity, the wood would be so thick it would not work. In this particular case with our bridge truss system, we can use redwood and get an extraordinarily warm, beautiful fingerstyle instrument. And then we pair it with Zaracote from Mexico. Isn't that beautiful? And Zaracote really brings out the bass. And so we get real clarity and strength in our bass notes, beautiful warmth from the salvaged redwood in the top, and all the design features go together to give us the distinctively crafted sound of Breedlove.
For full specifications, pricing, and availability, check us out at elderly.com. You can find a link to this product and our contact information in the description below.